Grayson Gillis. Welcome to Saturday Night Hockey between the Cape Breton West Islanders and Halifax McDonald's major teams. We welcome you here to the Alligator Sports Center, which is located on the traditional and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. We are gathered this evening on the site of an ancient seasonal village of the Mi'kmaq people. What is now known as Port Hood was called Gagwionge in an earlier time when the Mi'kmaq lived here in the spring, summer, and fall months. This place is still the unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. September 30th, 2023, that is today, marks the third National Day for Truth and Reconciliation in Canada. This day honors the lost children and survivors of residential schools, their families, and communities. Public commemoration of the tragic and painful history and the ongoing impacts of residential schools is a vital part of the reconciliation process. We must determine what each of us can do to promote truth and reconciliation, not only on this one day, but throughout the year. Let us do our best to see the whole picture, hear the entire story, and speak the complete truth, no matter how difficult or challenging it might be. On this third National Day of Truth and Reconciliation, let us continue the journey to explore the rich and diverse cultures, voices, experiences, and stories of the First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. Whether you want to read, listen, watch, or act, continue your learning journey from today. Tomorrow, October 1st, is Treaty Day in Nova Scotia, and also the start of Mi'kmaq History Month in our province. I now ask Brian McGinnis, President of the Cape Breton West Islanders organization, to come to center ice. I call on Cohen Picto from the Cape Breton West Islanders and Tristan Turner from the Halifax McDonald's team to come to center ice for the ceremonial opening face-off. Please rise and remove your hats for the singing of Old Canada.
And welcome back, everybody, to High Button Sports. We're here in Port Hood. We're in for a good one tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Two undefeated teams here. The Cape Breton West Islanders had a big opening weekend here in this rink last weekend. Two pretty decisive wins, 5-2 and 6-0 over the Valley Wildcats. While on the other boat, the Halifax Max had a big weekend against the Sydney Rush. A big 6-0 win and a 9-4 win. So two great ways to start off your seasons for these two teams. Both sitting in top 3 in league standings so far. Should be a good one. We have Carson McCacker now taking the opening face-off. And that's won by Legier. And back to Suds. Suds taking his time, hits it down to Hines. Hines down and Pictou picks that up down in the corner. He's with Thomas McCackern there, Campbell Barrett, Harrison McCackern, Ben McDonald, and of course Ryan Stewart in net. And here comes Harrison McCackern already. Early chance for the Islanders. He's got Barrett with him, but Barrett couldn't get a handle on that one. He's back to Pictou now. Pictou with a shot on net. And a nice save there. Pictou intercepts that right at the blue line. Legier can't handle it. And here's McCackern. Lindsay plays that, and Suds couldn't hang on to it. And they'll cycle back into their own end. Nathan Mills with the start in net for the Max. And here's Chisholm. There's a shot on net and just goes wide. Good body by the Max down low. And back the other way, here's Cooper McNeil. Here comes Jack Hain leading the. He's got 3 points last weekend. Good start to his second-year season. And he'll be relied upon heavily this year by the Islanders. And a big hit there by Shearer. Caught Hain looking the other way. Here's McCackern out behind Ryan Stewart. There's a big hit there by Campbell McIntyre down low. Luke McCackern played many minutes, and that'll be an icing against the Islanders. Good pace to start the game here. Another nice crowd on hand here in Port Hood. Ryan Stewart with a 35 save performance last weekend. Good first start for her after a big summer. That's one there by Owen Bell, the rookie. There's Campbell McIntyre now on the boards, and that's Walters, moves it back down for the Max. That's Owen Chisholm down low. Here's a chance in front, and a nice save there by Stewart. And a big hit there. Big collision between Campbell McIntyre and Wagner for the Max. Here comes Owen Bell. Back to Owen Chisholm. Owen Chisholm was the only player on the Islanders roster last weekend to not get on the score sheet, but definitely made his presence known in other ways. And here he is now, Chisholm. Head manning the puck, and will get that deep. And it's handled by Nathan Mills, and we'll turn that around, will be the Max. Proctor couldn't get his hand on that. He's forced there by Sam Trenum. Here's Foot now, Foot with a point shot, and off the crossbar. And that'll be going out and be a face-off. Next to this, Ryan Stewart. We'll be taking that outside here. That'll be Carolyn Sampson. Maddox Marmaluk for the Halifax Max. Max with the size advantage. A lot of big boys. Max were league champions 2 seasons ago. They won that championship right here in Port Hood. And here's a chance for Proctor, and a nice save by Ryan Stewart. And And another shot and a nice save by Stewart. She gobbles that up. Strong through the first 3 minutes. There's Thomas McCackern. Ben McDonald. Big hit there by Carson McCackern. Back the other way. Here comes Campbell Barrett. Barrett with a nice move there, and he's got some room. He couldn't get the shot off, and it's in front here. Here's a chance. Poked away is Carson McCackern, and the Macs don't like that. One too many whacks there by Carson McCackern. Nathan Mills will gobble that up. McCackern now facing off with Legier. Legier with a 6-point weekend last weekend. One of 2 players with 6 points. Easton Schender with the other. Can't complain about that opening weekend. 6 points. There's Lindsay now. High off the glass. And a nice defensive play there by Thomas McCackern. There's Legier. Puts that deep down behind Ryan Stewart. Luke McCackern will take his time now. Gives that to A.J. Boyd, his first shift of the game. Up to Callum Chisholm, the second-year forward. There's Jack Hain now. Hain with a nice shot, and that's high off the glass. And that will be out. Hain wins that one, with the Macs turning back the other way. There's Shearer, looking for more points. He leads the league so far with 6. Back the other way. Nice block there. Hain didn't like that one, got it off the wrist. He'll shake that off and head back to the bench. Near the Macs. Here's Marmaluk now. Marmaluk with a nice dipsy doodle. He loses his stick. Here's Shearer. Shearer, get that deep. There's Owen Chisholm. It's a chance here for the Macs. Back to Wagner. Wagner with a shot on net. Here's Sam Trenham. Hanley takes that off him. There's Callum Chisholm. There's Lance Hookshorse through center ice. He'll get that deep. And the Macs will turn that around. Back on the other way are the Macs. Here's Chip now. Chip, Pictou misses a big hit there, but Campbell McIntyre lays out, and that'll be a penalty. It'll be first power play coming towards the Macs. Campbell McIntyre will go off for a head contact. Big body McIntyre. He'll sit for at least 2, could be 4. That'll be a 4-minute power play for the Macs. Campbell McIntyre laid a big hit there on Chip. Macs will put out their first line. Their second line power play, excuse me. And here comes Hain after a blunder at the blue line. Here's Dooley. Pictou loses his footing. He's got Foot there. Foot with lots of room. Takes his time. Hain's all over him. Walters down behind the net. He's got Hartland there shadowing him. Ben McDonald tries to get that out. And it just skips up over the blue line. back again. Come the Max. Foot will get that deep. Stewart out to catch that. Couldn't get a handle on it. Here's Thomas McCackern. Tries to get that out, but it's kept in there. Here's Foot with a nice shot and a nice save there by Raya Stewart. And a little whack there from Stewart. Let Walters know she was there. And here's Walters. Luke McCackern had something to say there on the way by it. .45 gone on the power play for the Max. Still plenty of time. There's a double minor there. There's Proctor. And a nice shot that was. And the Max capitalized on the power play. What a goal that was. Marmalak with another. He's up to 7 points. And they will remain on the power play for another 2 minutes. They're capitalizing on their first chance. I'll be offside. Maddox Marmaluk from Middle Sackville. Going to be a star for these Max this year, as he was last year. Already up to 7 points in just after 6 periods. If that's not star quality, I'm not sure what is.
Goal for Halifax, scored by number 19, Maddox Marmaluk. Assisted by number 18, Ben.
Here's Wagner now. Hines couldn't get that in. Here's Wagner now over the line. That caught Sampson. He's wobbling. We got a 3-on-1 here in the corner. Cooper McNeil trying to hold that on. And a nice shot and a nice pad save there by Stewart. 52 seconds remaining. Got 52 seconds left remaining on the Campbell-McIntyre double minor. Max capitalized on the first 2 minutes of that. And here's Hain. He's got jets. He's got Ben McDonald with him. Here's Hain, short-handed. Couldn't get a shot off there. Back to come the other way, or the Max. Marmaluk, nice move there. He's a star. The Max will slow this down and take their time. 30 seconds remaining on the power play. He's got Carlin Sampson shadowing him. Here's Dooley at center ice. Dooley over the blue line. He's got some room. Pass it off to Shearer. Shearer finds Suds on the cross ice. A shot on net and a nice save by Stewart. Gobbled up with 9 seconds remaining on the power play. Plenty of power plays last weekend. The Islanders were managed to capitalize on 3 of them. Yet to have a chance in this game. And here's Suds now for the Max in the blue line. Moves that down, power play expiring. Here's Suds, couldn't get a shot off. He still holds it beneath the line. He's shadowed by Trent Stewart. Suds now down to Hartland. Jacob Hartland now. Owen Chisholm with the puck for the Islanders. Trying to get that out, and the Max keep it in. Power play's over. Back to 5-a-side here. And a nice play there by Owen Chisholm to get it over the blue line. And back come the other way of the Islanders. Oh, and a big hit from behind there. Good to see Owen Chisholm back to his feet after a scary looking hit from behind. He seems to be okay, but the Islanders would go to the power play. Here's the Islanders' first chance on the power play for 2 minutes. They got their first unit there. Campbell McIntyre with a shot from the point. He can really rip that from the top of the circle, which was evident last weekend with a shot on the power play and found the back of the net. Here's Callum Chisholm with a shot. McIntyre had a chance coming in the back door. The Islanders are caught flat-footed, and back the other way is Legier for the Max. Here's McIntyre. He's got some room. He's got some time. He's got McDonald and Chisholm with him. And a high stick there against Hain goes unnoticed by the referees. There's Luke McCackert. 45 seconds gone on the power play. Here's McCackert now looking for a lane. Callum Chisholm couldn't handle that for the Islanders. And Legier gets that out. That'll do it for the first minute of the power play. One shot on net. Islanders escaped a too many men call there. There's Barrett, keeps that onside. Back to Pictou. Over to Bell. Bell with some room. Finds Sampson in the center ice, and he couldn't get a good shot off. That puts that wide. There's Campbell Barrett down low. Got his stick caught up. And a defenseman there. Here's Cohen Pictou looking for room. Islanders can't get a shot off here. Good defense by the Max. That hits the linesman on the way out. Regrouping is Cohen Pictou, chipped in by Campbell Barrett. Foot's down in the corner. Carlin Sampson's all over him. 5 seconds remaining on the Islanders' power play. And that'll just about do it as Hines dumps that in. We're back to 5-a-side as Pictou carries it through center ice. Looking to get a shot off. Lindsay's all over that. Big body Lindsay, another returnee for the Max. Always a strong team. There he is now, Lindsay. Chips it up and Dooley gets that in deep. Riley Stewart out to handle that. Hands it over to Carson McCackern. He gets rubbed out. And here's Shearer now. Down low to Dooley. And what a save, Raya Stewart. All alone in front was Dooley, and Stewart turned that aside. Her best of the game, and we'll get a face-off down low. The quick start for both teams. Max with the upper hand. They're able to capitalize on their first power play opportunity on a 4-minute double minor towards Campbell McIntyre. Islanders weren't able to capitalize on their power play chance. As we get into the second part of the first period here in Port Hood. Max are taking their time. And a big hit there by Jack Hain. Catches Walters with no stick, and Walters with another big hit back the other way. Walters still down low. He carries that. Hain gives him another rub. And there's a power play coming against Owen Chisholm here. Max will go back to the power play. There's a save by Stewart, and the Max will go back to the power play. That'll be 2 for the trip. Owen Chisholm will go off. The Max will go back on the power play. Try to go 2 for 2. Walters take that against Sampson. Walters wins that. Back to Foot. Foot can't handle that, and here's Trent Stewart. And Foot, in an attempt to win that back from Stewart's going to go off for a hook. And we're going to go back to 4-on-4. Only 7 seconds into that power play, and now we're 4 aside. Cleared that out, and what a stretch that was. Just Marmaluk puts that wide. Here comes Callum Chisholm through center ice. He's got wide on Foster. And that's scooped up there by Nathan Mills, looking strong for the first few minutes here of the 4-on-4.
2 minutes for hooking.
That's one there by the Max. That's Owen Bell out there with Campbell McIntyre for the West. Schlender and Legier up front for the Max. Foston and Lindsay on the back end. Campbell McIntyre all over Legier. Schlender's got some room. He'll look around and try to stretch Legier, and Legier's at center ice, but that's broken up by Cohen Pictou. And a big hit there by Schlender on Pictou. Wasn't the first time those two big bodies collided this first period. Here's Lindsay over center ice. He's got lots of room, 4-on-4. Pushes Pictou off. Pictou grains that. Schlender down low for the Max. He's got Legier with him. And Wagner keeps it in the blue line. He sends it across. And a nice save there by Mariah Stewart. 30 seconds gone on the 4-on-4. These two teams last met in March. It was a 4-3 win for the Max at the Halifax Forum. Obviously different teams. A lot of those same players remained on both squads. But new faces, and things can change year by year, which is pretty evident if you follow this league at all. Here's Sam Trenum. Trenum's taking his time. He stretches up to Carson McCackern. McCackern couldn't handle that, but he gets a second whack at it and gives it up to Barrett. Here's Legier. We're back to 5 aside, and Hines with the stretch. And here comes Hines, and he puts it wide. Ben McDonald picks it up, sends it across to Campbell Barrett. Barrett gets that deep. Carson McCackern down low for the Islanders. Luke McCackern keeps that in, but he puts it over the glass, and we'll have a face-off right in front of the Halifax Max bench. I want to thank you for watching High Button Sports here in the Al McGinnis Sports Center. We'll be here every home game this season. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time we go live. Around 5:45, 5:45 for our 6 o'clock games. We'll be back here tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock for another game between these two squads. Here's Carson McCackern. He's all alone. He cuts to the middle, and Hartland takes that over. Trying to put that wise. Here's Lindsay now. Hartland with a nice move. Drops back to Walters. Walters cuts to the center and puts it in front. Here's a chance for the Max, and they sent it back to Suds. Trent Stewart now. Up to Campbell Barrett. Carlin Sampson in the middle here. Sampson all alone. Tries to find a lane. He's rubbed out by Lindsay. Here's Sampson now with a chance. He cuts to the front, but there's no one there with him. And a big hit there from Lindsay. That's Sampson and McDonald. The Islanders mixing it up down low. Excuse me, that's Trent Stewart. Lindsay didn't like that little whack. The cooler heads prevail. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the first period. Max up by 1 after Maddox Marmaluk put the Max up on the board and in the lead early on a power play. Here's Dooley to center ice. Here's Marmaluk now. Another nice move. Sends it in front. Couldn't get a stick on that. Here's Foot over to Marmaluk. In front, nobody there for the Max. Back the other way, here's Matt Delaney, big-bodied Frenchman. And that'll be offside as Hain is a little too anxious getting over the blue. Hain now will face off against Marmaluk. Hain a little too eager there again. Callum Chisholm will come in his place. And the Islanders win that. AJ Boyd hits it back. It'll be dumped in by net. Here's Shearer. Hain out. Tried to put it on net, but Foston was in the way. Blocked that. Puts it over to Foot. Foot down low. There's a 2-on-1 with AJ Boyd in front there. Tried to get a shot off, but there was a stick in the lane. Luke McCacken keeps that on the blue line. Foot now plays that back to Foston. Foston just avoids a hit there by Hain. And back comes Legier. Legier's all alone, but he's got Shearer now. Shearer sends that over. Legier down low. He's got Dooley with him. Back there's a point shot, and that goes wide. Had a chance. Dooley now. They're trying to find that man in front. Dooley now with the shot on net. Cooper McNeil now for the Islanders. Chips it out. AJ Boyd putting that. He leaves without the puck. And the Islanders will clear that out. 2.5 minutes left here in the first period. There's Wagner, the Max captain this year. He gives that away to Lance Hookshorse. Hookshorse got his first as an Islander last weekend. And a 6-0 victory on Saturday. And they're playing tennis here with the puck. Here's Legier. Pickpocketed by Owen Bell at the blue line, and that'll be offside as McIntyre slides in ahead of Owen Bell. We'll have a face-off just outside of the Halifax Max end. Max with the upper hand this first period. Ever since that first power play early on, the ice has been tilted slightly. Islanders yet to have any great chances. Max looking strong and confident down low in the Islanders' end. Schlender, there's Meat Pictou behind the net. We'll send that back to Suds. Suds with the shot on net. And Raya will pick that one up. It'll be Carson McCacken, the rookie, out there against face-off against Walters. He's got Hines up top. An aggressive face-off there by the Max. Barrett will chip that one out. Come back down with Hines for the Max. Sam Trenham back to pick that up for the Islanders. Trenham, another goal scorer. He got his first as an Islander last weekend. The defenseman, and here's Barrett. It'll be a head contact coming here with a shot from Barrett, and he scores! Campbell Barrett picks the corner. after taking a whack to the face, shakes it off and finds the top of the corner to knot it up late in the first here for the Islanders. Campbell Barrett. Barrett's got another. That's his second of the season after scoring on Sunday on a breakaway. Barrett, another returnee for the West. Evens him up. As a big goal here as we come to the end of the first period. Really the Islanders' first great chance of the game, and they capitalized on it. We're back to even playing grounds now, and here's Barrett again. Barrett couldn't find Trenum, who was up top. And back into the way of the Max. They got a 3-on-1. Here's a chance here for the Max. And a nice save there by Stort. It's cleared off the line by Sam Trenum. They found a hole through Stort, but couldn't get over the line. Nice defensive mindset there by Sam Trenum to keep that off the line. Maxer catch the Islanders on a change. Down low. Max looking to regain their lead going into the second period. Good defense there. It's loose. And here's Trent Stort. 17 seconds remaining in the first period. Gives that over to Delaney. Delaney will take that down deep. Delaney's all alone. He's looking for a teammate. Stort cycles that down to Sampson. Sampson throws it in front. Here's McCacker now. Gets a shot off, but that'll do it for the first period.
Shots after the first period of play.
The Max controlled the first 19 minutes, but the Islanders were able to even her up before we go into the second period. And that'll do it, and they'll be back to square one going into the second period. Stay with us here on High Button Sports. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching High Button Sports. We're tied at 1 just about to start the second period between the Halifax Max and Cape Breton West Islanders. Max controlled the majority of the first period. The Islanders were able to find the back of the net, even it up in the last minute of play in the first period. We're in for a good second period here now. Both Mills and Stewart look strong. The respective teams in net for the first period. Big hit there on Ben McDonald. That was Luke Legier, which is a great hockey name. And there's a save there by Stewart. The Max have some of the best hockey names in the league. Maddox Marmaluk can't get any better than that. I'll tell you one thing, he's a lot more than just a pretty name. Here he is now, Marmaluk face off against Carson McCackert. To the right of Ryan Stewart. McCackert wins that one, and that's cleared up by the Islanders. It's going to be waved off for the icing. As Campbell Barrett, the goal scorer, is down deep for the Islanders. He's joined there by McDonald. Either him or McCackert get a handle on it. Back come the other way is Marmaluk. He's got Shearer with him. Marmaluk now. There's a chance in front and a nice pad save by Ryan Stewart. McCackert threw that one away. Couldn't find Chisholm on the other side. Here's Shearer. Shearer drops that in. Luke McCackeron's on it. Chips are down behind the net. Cooper McNeil picks that up. He moves it up to Callum Chisholm. Over to Ben McDonald. Ben McDonald whiffs on that. Islanders still regain control. And a bad change there by the Islanders. Here's Shearer. He's got a chance. It's hit away by Luke McCackern. Dooley's down low for the Max. That's chipped out. A lot of pucks over the glass here in Port Hood. They got fairly low glass and no mesh, so if you're sitting on the sideboard, you always got to have your head on a swivel. You never know when a puck's going to come. There's an atmosphere in this rink like no other. The Islanders probably one of, if not the biggest fan base in the entire league. Lots of people in Inverness County are loyal to this team, and Andy Ganesh have been for many years. Here's Jack Kane now. He's got Boyd with him. Kane with a shot on net, and that hits a body in front. Here's Jack Kane, throws it on net and puts it wide. Sam Chenham chips that in. Foot steps up into the play, and he headmans that, and here comes Hartland. And a big hit there by Owen Chisholm. Shook the entire glass on this side of the rink. Islanders will slow that down. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Hartland will chip that in. Cohen picked out. Nice move there at center ice. Tips it up to McIntyre. McIntyre with a shot on net, and Mills will gobble that up. Nathan Mills, the oldest of the goalie tandem for the Max, 2006 born. Look very strong here so far through the first 22 minutes. Wasn't overly tested in the first period, besides the one good opportunity that resulted in a goal for Campbell Barrett and even this game up at 1. Here's Proctor over the line. Cohen picked out, chips that off the glass, and McIntyre takes a swing at that. Here's Proctor, throws it in front, but nobody's there to pick it up. There's a shot on net, and it gets in. Ryan Stewart didn't see that shot from Wagner from the point, and the Max regained the lead after a hard shot that went through a sea of bodies and found the mesh. Just 3 minutes into the second period, the Max back in front. Like I said earlier, lots of big bodies on this Max squad, and it's evident there with Wagner laid into that one. And here he is again, Wagner, the Max team captain. Here's Carolyn Sampson out. He's got Matt Delaney with him. Try to get that to the front.
Halifax goals for number 9, Mackenzie Wagner. Assisted by number 7, Luke Legier, and number 14, Angus Proctor.
Here's another chance for the Max. Back the other way is Schlender and Marmaluk. Couldn't get that off. Still got control though. Here's a chance in front, and Luke Legier just puts that wide. Sends it back to Lindsay. All the big guns out for the Max, trying to add to their 1-goal lead. Head over to Trent Stewart. Trent Stewart on the wall. Sends it up, but chipped in by Matt Delaney. No icing. Matt Delaney, one of the bigger players on the Islanders squad, despite being a rookie. Back another way is Walters. Moves that down deep. Here's Campbell Barrett, the Islanders goal scorer. He's got 2 on the season already. And here come the Max, another chance. Walters has got Shearer down behind him. That was intercepted by Carson McCacker. And he turns it back the other way. McCacker seeing who he's got, his options. He drops it off to Ben McDonald. Ben McDonald with a shot on net, but that's blocked. Here's McDonald now after a weird bounce. And a tip in front, but Campbell Barrett couldn't finish that. An unusual series of events there. Here's Shearer now over the line. Barrett's there for the Islanders. AJ Boyd drops that back to Owen Chisholm. Owen Chisholm up on the rush. Jumps in deep, and he's got Boyd in front. Couldn't get a shot off, and Carson McCacken takes a whack at that. Wasn't much behind it. Shearer is down behind the Islanders defenseman. But nobody could get the puck to him. Boston's down low. He's shadowed by Hayne. Hayne's got Boyd there with him. And here's McCacker now with a shot on net, and he puts that wide. Shearer hit off the puck by Jack Hayne, but Legier picks that up. That's jumped back down to the Max end. That's Suds in there. Hayne rubs him out. And Suds will hit the roof, and there's once again another rain shower. Still more humidity on the roof, as I mentioned last weekend. Lots of water droplets. It's one of the things that makes this rink what it is. Got that old-time feel. Anybody who's ever played here knows that there's not quite any rink in the province like it. And Hines took the spill and couldn't get his feet under him enough to stop that from being an icing. We'll head back down to the Max end. Thanks for sticking with us here at High Button Sports. Be sure to subscribe. Only our second weekend from Port Hood. We're privileged to be able to cover the Islanders so far from home. We'll try that again as Bell will line up against Legier. Two big bodies. Legier wins that. Shift him behind the net, and Hartland will go pick that up. Hartland will send that up. Hines couldn't get a good stick on that, and Stewart will play that into the corner to Cooper McNeil. Here's Campbell McIntyre down low. Hines takes his time and rings it back around to Foot. Foot on the low boards. Swings it back down to Cooper McNeil. McNeil shadow there by Hines. Here's Creeman. almost found its way in, but it was scooped up by Stewart after Hines got a tip of a Krillman shot. Both Islanders goaltenders got their first wins of the season last year. Rookie Jake Poirier got a win on Sunday in a big 5-2 victory, his first as an Islander, first in the U18 league. There's a shot now off a stick and into the mesh, off a face-off down low. That was Wagner that let that bomb fly. All four lines looking strong for the Max. That's a clean win back to Lindsay. Lindsay with a shot, and that's too high. Owen Chisholm fights there to get that out. Here's Trent Stewart. Stewart couldn't find Delaney. Delaney on his off wing. There's Wagner down low. Proctor fends off a hit from Stewart. He sends that up to Dooley. Dooley with a shot on net. And an easy save by Mariah Stewart. Carson McCacker will line up here against Easton Schlender. There's McDonald, chips in. Ben McDonald. Back the other way is Schlender. Sends it over to Foot. Foot chips that down deep. And then it'll be Thomas McCacker in to pick that up for the Islanders. Cone Pictou fights with a fluttery puck and gets that out. Linesman call that off. There'll be no icing. This is picked up by Foston down low. Foston turns back and takes another look. And here comes Foston. He's got room. Gives that up and chipped into the end is Walters. Schlender's down after that. Stewart placed it behind the net. And a big hit there on McCacker. That was Schlender. It's Cohen Pictou. Islanders are running around a little bit. Can't complete their passes. There's a chance in front with the Walters with a shot, and Pictou got a stick in the lane and intercept that. That's Barrett in the corner now with Schlender. Here comes Jack Kane back the other way for the Islanders. Kane's already got 2 goals. It's going to be a power play coming here for the Islanders, as Turner will go off for a trip. That'll send the Islanders back to the power play. That'll be 2 for the trip, and the Islanders will go back to the man advantage. First line out there for the Islanders. McDonald, Hayne, McIntyre, McCacker, and Chisholm. Islanders doing the 4 forwards. It's been working well for them so far through these first few games. Hayne taking his time over to Chisholm. Chisholm sends it back to McCacker. McCacker taking his time, but Legier's all over that one. Here's McIntyre on the other side. McIntyre, Lindsay's all over him. Callum Chisholm tried to pick that up, but here comes Legier. Legier short-handed with a chance, and he scores! Luke Legier short-handed. Puts the Max up by 2. Not what the Islanders were looking for on that power play. But Legier, you give him an inch, he'll take a mile. That's exactly what he did there. Finishing off a nice shot over the shoulder of Ryan Stewart. And now the Max are up by 2. Islanders remain in the power play. Here's Carlin Sampson. Looking to get on the board. Second year forward for the Islanders. Here's Cohen Pictou. He's taking his time. Pictou, he's got Carson McCacker with him. Here's Pictou. Faked the shot over to McCacker. McCacker with a high shot. That hit a stick in front and went over. There's Campbell Barrett down low. He's already got one in the first period. Coming away from that is Owen Bell, but Wagner takes over from that and clears it out. But Pictou keeps it in. He's being careful there. Almost had a 2-on-0 for the Max if the puck got by Cohen Pictou, but he was able to keep it in. And here comes Carson McCacker, the rookie, but he's looking confident. Owen Bell couldn't pick that in. Here's Cohen Pictou. Pictou runs in his own player at the line. Islanders can't seem to get their system going. 10 seconds left on the power play. Wagner tries to clear that out. He fans on it. He catches Hain with a hit down low. And that'll do it for the Max power play, or for the Islanders power play, excuse me. Not many chances on that power play. And here comes Walters now, and that'll be offside. We're just past the halfway mark of the second period. Max lead 3-1 on a shorthanded marker by Luke Legier. With the Max up by 2. Here's Trent Stewart. And that in was Owen Chisholm. Delaney with the shot, hits the outside of the frame. There's Foston, got lots of room. A big hit there on Walters was Carlin Sampson, excuse me. He gives him a whack back. Some jaw jacking going out between those two. And a high hit there. Walters retaliates on Sampson and gets an elbow up high on Sampson. He'll go to the box. Referee seeing that, and that'll be a 4-minute power play as Walters goes off. Referee had a couple things to say to him on the way, on his way to the box. And the Islanders will go back in the power play. We'll have 4 minutes this time, and another breakup, and here's Proctor looking for another shorthander. And a save there by Stewart. As the Islanders got caught sleeping at their blue line once again, and here's Callum Chisholm.
4 minutes for head contact. That is number 20, Daniel Walters. 4 minutes for head contact.
McCacker keeps that in. Islanders need to set up here and clear it out. It's the Max. The Islanders will regroup and try again. Got the top unit out there, Chisholm, McCacker, McIntyre, Hain, and McDonald. There's Callum Chisholm. McDonald dropped that back to Luke McCacker, who was changing. He dropped it to nobody. There's Ben McDonald, Cohen Pictou. We'll slow that down. We'll try to quarterback this power play. Islanders can't seem to find any lanes out there. And the Max are defending very strongly here. Not giving the Islanders an inch.
Beat Mechanical, B&H Distributors, Haley Fisherman Co-op, Compass Airworks,
McNeil.
DJ McLean and Sons Limited.
He's Cohen Pictou over to Owen Bell. Owen Bell over the line. He's got Barrett with him. Bell sends it over to Pictou. Pictou's got some room. He's got Cooper McNeil up in the point with him. It's Owen Bell, takes his time, sends it back to McNeil. McNeil looking for a lane to Bell. Bell gives that away. Back to Cooper McNeil, keeps that in. Cohen Pictou looking for, and Carlin Sampson just missed a one-timer in the slot. He was wide open but couldn't get a good shot off. And that'll do it for the first 2 minutes of the double minor against Walters. Here's Jack Hain, sends it over. Callum Chisholm. Cooper McNeil turns that back and tries it again. Here's Owen Bell. Islanders are struggling to set anything up. Sends it over to Jack Hain. Hain can't find a lane either. Sends it over to Pictou. Pictou, the defenseman, will try it himself, and he'll send that in deep. Callum Chisholm, then it's cleared out by the Halifax Max. Campbell McIntyre skates by that. Ben McDonald's got it for the Islanders. Carries it over center ice. He's got a little bit of room. Ben McDonald drops it back to Callum Chisholm with the shot, and that goes just wide. Off the blocker of Mills. McIntyre keeps that in. He finds Trent Stewart on the other side, and a nice save there. It was a block actually by Wagner as Trent Stewart snuck in the back door. 1 minute remaining on the Islanders' power play. Walters is in for a double minor for head contact. First unit back out there for the Islanders. There's the McCackern. Stewart doesn't got much room. We're playing hot potato now. Here's Stewart. Finds McIntyre across the ice. And a shot and a save by Mills. The Islanders seem to be feeding Campbell McIntyre on the top of the circle for the trigger man on the first unit. Here's a nice clean win there by Ben McDonald. Here's McIntyre now. It's Chevy, and he gets it in. Jack Hain tips that, and the Islanders capitalize on the power play. Hain with a nice tip in front of a Campbell McIntyre shot, and the Islanders are within one. Hain's got his fourth of the season so far. Have a nice shot from McIntyre. Back to 5-a-side here. McIntyre will stay out with Bell and Hookshorse. It's the Islanders' fourth power play goal of the season.
West goal, scorer number 2, Jack Hain.
There's Owen Bell now.
Assisted by number 24,
Boston fights that off.
And number 25, Ben McDonald.
McIntyre and McDonald get the assist on that goal. There's McIntyre again. Foot rubs him off, and McIntyre loses his footing, and there's a shot by Trenum. Turned aside by Mills. McIntyre still causing trouble down low. And here's McIntyre in front. Can't get a nice move there by the big McIntyre. Probably one of the longer sticks in the league. And here's Hartland now. Hartland against Trenum. Trenum blocks that. And a big hit there by Turner. Here's McDonald now for the Islanders. He finds Barrett in front. No one can get a shot off. Carson McCacker's down there low as well. There's Barrett. Puts an easy one on net, and there's a rebound. And McDonald just puts that wide after a blunder by Mills. Give it right to McDonald in front. He couldn't find the back of the net. The ice has shifted slightly after that Islanders goal. Have a couple good chances. 3:51 left in the second period. Here's Carson McCacken now. Out there with Daniel Walters. Walters got fresh legs after sitting for about 3.5 minutes there in his double minor. McCacker and Walters will square up once again. Here's Walters. Chips up to Schlender. Schlender can't get a handle on it. Cohen Pictou now. Pickett's that in deep. There's Ben McDonald. Suds breaks that off. Down the other way, and that'll be an icing against the Max. We'll head back down into the Halifax end. Sampson will take this face-off for the Islanders against Walters. Walters wins that back. And here's Proctor. Proctor chips that in deep. That'll be an interference call coming here against Cooper McNeil, and the Max will go back to the power play.
Once again, the winning 50-50 ticket number 1063. The winner, Lloyd McDonald of Fort Hood, winning $305.
Cooper McNeil try to intercept the offensive rush there by the Max. A little too aggressive, he'll sit for 2. And the Max have a chance to regain their lead by 2. Just about 3.5 minutes remaining here. And here's Trent Stort, now shorthanded, chips it in. Stort's got a head full of steam.
Number 12, Cooper McNeil, 2 minutes for interference.
There's Wagner. Wagner taking his time.
2 minutes for interference.
Over to Creelman. Creelman moves that down low. Tries to find Walters in front. Back to Wagner. Wagner with a shot on net. And that's caught by Ryan Stewart. Walters with a couple words for Trent Stewart in front. Owen Pictou seeing what all the fuss is about. There's Hayne and Marmaluk now. Hayne wins that in front. Ben McDonald tried to get that out. He couldn't get it. And there he is. He gets that down all the way. Max will reset. There's Wagner. He's got plenty of room inside to carry it himself. Moves that up to Creelman. Owen Chisholm in there for the Islanders. He's joined by Jack Kane. They got Ben McDonald in front. And Wagner's creeping in the back door there. Here's Creelman, sends it over to Wagner, but Wagner was too low. That's cleared out again by McDonald. That'll do it for the first minute and 15 seconds of the power play. There's Creelman now. Up to Marmalek. Over to Foston. Foston's fresh. He's out there. He's found Dooley back door. And saved by Stewart. Shearer. There's Marmaluk now. With a nice shot, and he puts that wide. There's Foote. On that is Owen Bell for the Islanders. Here's Marmalak on the other side. Chips it down, and that'll just about do it for the power play. Islanders kill that one off. We're back to 5 aside. There's Barrett. Nice hit there by Shearer. And here's Shearer, couldn't get that. And that'll do it for a face-off. Just under a minute to go here in the second period. Max up by 1. Power play marker for the Islanders and a shorthanded marker for the Max in this period. Better period for the Islanders. Able to grab some momentum after that 4-minute head contact penalty to Walters. There's Owen Chisholm now, sends it over to Luke McCachran. That's Carson McCachran down low. Barrett, McDonald's in front. He's looking for a lane in front, but he can't find one. Here's Barrett now. He's got some room. Back to Owen Chisholm. Owen Chisholm loses that handle. And it's a 3-on-1 for the Max. Here's Marmalek with a nice move at the line. He sends it over. McDonald breaks that up for the Islanders. Oh, and Barrett leaves without the puck. Here's Marmalek with a shot and a save by Stewart. Stewart looking confident, aggressive on her crease. Sitting at the top of the blue, taking that save. Just over 20 seconds to go here in the second period. For Legier and Hay now. Referee says try that again. Islanders had one too many men out there. AJ Boyd will head off. We're back to 5 aside. It's always better to realize you're a man too many when the play isn't going on. And that'll be a nice back down to the Islanders' end with 5 seconds to go. Legier and Hain will face off for the last 5 seconds in the second period. That's won by Legier to Lindsay. Lindsay with the shot. Too many men in front. And that'll do it for the second period. A little bit of extracurricular here to end the second period as Hain and Pictou get into it with Legier and Lindsay.
Shots after 2 periods of play. Halifax Max 25, Cape Breton West 23.
Stick with us for the third period on High Button Sports. Welcome back to High Button Sports. We're getting set here for the third period. Max up by 1. Both teams found the back of the net in the second period. A little bit of a better period for the Islanders. Chris McCacker wins that back. And it'll be an early icing here. That'll send us back down to the Islanders' end. Goal scorers for the Max: Legier, Marmaluk, and Wagner. While Jack Hain tipped a shot in front for the Islanders' second goal. Campbell Barrett, of course, in the first period. There's Wagner now, fought off by McCackern, and here he goes. McCackern's got McDonald and the Barrett with him. Krillman misses this puck there. Here's Legier and Barrett. Barrett to Pictou. Pictou's got a lane, and here he goes. Cohen Pictou, and a save there by Nathan Mills. Mills looks strong. Another nice crowd on hand here tonight in Port Hood. Beautiful day outside. We'll be back in this rink tomorrow afternoon at a 1 o'clock start time. We'll be streaming that game on this very website. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Be ready for that. And there's a big hit there by Lindsay. No call from the refs. There's a hand pass. And I'll be outside the line. A bit more of a disciplined game for the Islanders this game. Had issues with penalties last season and last weekend. Able to keep cooler heads a little bit this game. And here's Marmaluk with a chance. Couldn't find Shearer in front. And that's cleared out. That'll be another icing. AJ Boyd couldn't find a man there. Went all the way down. Here's Hain and Walters now. Boyd will come in and replace Hain there. So Hain was a little too aggressive. And there's Callum Chisholm to take it now. Boston couldn't hold the line there. And here's Hain, wins it down, chips it back down high off the glass, and Boyd's down chasing it. And there's Hain with a shot, and a nice save by Mills. AJ Boyd moving from Whitehorse last year. Fitting in well with the Islanders in his first couple games in the U18 league. Here's McIntyre with a chance, and a save by Mills. Islanders yet to name their captains and assistant captains. Coach Willie McDonald taking his time, trying to see who's going to step up. And here's Hines, and a save by Stewart. Here's Sam Trenham, he's got some room now. Turn him up to McIntyre. McIntyre, it's chipped into the end. There'll be no icing there. McIntyre in front, and there's a chance, and a nice save by Mills. Owen Bell was all alone. And there's Hines back the other way, and he gives that up to Campbell McIntyre. McIntyre gets that over the blue line. Sam Trenham over to Owen Chisholm. Hooks Horse tips that in. The Islanders will go for a change. Delaney misses a big hit there on Hines. There's Cohen Pictou now. Quarterback in the rush. Couldn't find Sampson. Sampson has his back turned the other way. Chips it over Delaney in front. Thomas McCacker keeps that in. Here's Trent Stewart. Stewart back to Pictou. Pictou looking for a lane to the net and can't find one. Dooley in the way of that one. And here comes Dooley. Up to Shearer. Shearer with a nice move over McCackern. Over to Dooley, and he can't find the puck there. And here's Wagner. Weird bounce off the glass. Goes directly on net to Raya Storch, handles that with grace. There's Lindsay. We'll get that deep. Carson McCackern now. Wheels it back to Thomas McCackern. No relation. No relation between any of the three McCackerns in this year's team. Let's dump back down. A little bit of a miscommunication between the linesmen there. We'll see if that sends the play to center ice. The ref decides that that play will indeed be called an icing. We'll head back down to the max end. Max bench looking for an explanation there. Head coach Tim Boyce. A little bit of a breather here for both teams. Just about 4 minutes into this first period. There's Cooper McNeil. Oh, and a big hit from behind there on Carson McCackern, and Ben McDonald lays him out. And here we go. Lots of helmets going flying. And everybody's involved. That's Barrett for the Islanders and McCackern. Ben McDonald stuck in there as well. What a scrum that was. We'll see what comes of this in terms of penalties. Everyone getting involved there after a big hit. There was the initial penalty on the hit against the Islanders. Suds would go away for that. Suds is in the box for the Islanders. We'll see what other penalties stem from that scrimmage. Coach Willie McDonald looking for an explanation. And it looks like Suds is going to go for that hit as he makes his way across the ice. So Suds will be done for the game. No penalties on the board just yet. Ben McDonald will step in the box for the Islanders. He was in the thick of things down there. We'll see if Barrett goes with him. It's not the first time this year that the Islanders and their opponents found themselves in a multi-man Royal Rumble of sorts down low. And it looks like McDonald's going to go as well. It seems like Ben McDonald's going to be done for the game for the West. A lot of explaining to do here. The tough job for these referees. And now Carson McCackern will step in the box for the Islanders. Still an empty box for the Max. And they're closing the door, so it seems like the Max will have the man advantage here. As Carson McCacken is up for a 4-minute. So it's going to be a 4-minute power play for the Max. Well, well, well. And now we're off. So Suds. Here's Wagner. So despite the hit for Suds, the Max are still on the power play for 4 minutes. The only penalty coming out of that entire sequence down in the Islanders' end. Or the Max end, excuse me. Here's Lindsay. Lindsay, the shearer. Remember, look, and there's a goal from Legier. He capitalizes. His second in the game. Luke Legier puts the Max up again by 2. And they will remain on the power play once again. That's the second time the Max tonight have scored in the first 2 minutes of their double minors. So not only are they up by 2, but they remain on the power play for another full 2 minutes. Turner and Walters out there with Schlender. Over to Foot. Foot taking his time. Walters cuts in deep, and Owen Chisholm will clear that out. Taking their time. Here comes Foston. Foston will send that back down behind Ryan Stewart. There's Foot. Foot to Walters. Walters with a shot and a block by Sam Trenum. And that'll go out. That'll do it for the first 40 seconds of the second half of the double minor. Here's Walters. Hooks horse on him. And a big hit there by Owen Chisholm on Foot. Sends Foot to the ice. Foston taking his time behind his own net, waiting for his team to change. Out there is Wagner. Over to Legier. Legier already's got 2 tonight. Loses the handle at the blue line, and that'll be down all the way. After touching up, after going off of the delayed offside, was Luke Legier. 47 seconds remaining on the penalty, the double minor towards the Islanders. Here's Legier now against Hain. They've faced off many times tonight. And here's Hines. The 2-on-2. Dumps it in, and Krillman jumps down to pick that one up for the Max. That's Thomas McCacken and Jack Hain fighting in there against Krillman and Luke Legier. Proctor out comes in as the third man. 25 seconds left on the power play.
Penalty for Halifax.
There's Proctor.
22, Gavin Suds. 5 minutes for checking from behind.
That was a 5-minute checking from behind against Suds.
5 minutes for checking from behind.
Explains his absence.
Ben McDonald. 5-minute lead of the rubbing. That again is number 5.
You hear that now? Ben McDonald left for the rough.
A 4-minute head contact. That again is number 18. Carson and McCacken. 4 minutes for head contact.
There's Lance Hookshorse. And he reached around there, and the Islanders bench don't like that. As a Max player reached around and grabbed Lance Hookshorse around his head, and there's the too many men right there, and the Islanders will go up on the power play. There was too many men there against the Islanders, or against the Max after the referees missed a call there for a head contact that didn't go unnoticed by the Islanders bench. But either way, they'll go up on the power play down by 2. There's about just over 13 minutes to go in the final frame here. That's Marmaluk who will serve for the Max. Now the Islanders have a chance on the power play. Swing that around as Trent Stewart on the back end. Couldn't keep that in. Here's Luke McCackern.
Penalty for Halifax.
Harrison McCackern.
Players being served with number 19 and Maddox from Mullock. Again, that is 2 minutes for too many players for Halifax. Being served by number 19 and Maddox from Mullock.
Mills out to play that. Islanders have nobody on the blue line after Trent Stewart jumped up into the play. Here's Luke McCackern now. Chips it in. Hain gets a stick on that. It's down behind Mills, and Foster picks that up, and it's cleared out. Carson McCackern tried to get a stick on. Luke McCackern gets it up to Trent Stewart, and Trent Stewart chips it down to Campbell McIntyre. And here's McIntyre down low behind the net. On him his foot. Sends it in front to Trent Stewart, and Stewart with a shot and a nice block there by Ben Lindsay. Stewart gets his stick caught up in the back of the net there. Pulls him out of the play. And here's a chance now for the Max. Short-handed again. Shearer. Ref says no there for a trip. And a big collision there between McIntyre and Foot. Yet again, two big boys colliding. Here's Luke McCackern. Foot slams him against the boards, and there's a power play coming. Excuse me, there's a penalty coming. That's against Luke McCackern. 2 minutes for a slash. And we'll go to 4 aside. We'll be 4 aside for 19 seconds until Maddox Marmaluk comes out of the box. And the Max will go back onto the power play. They've had plenty of opportunities tonight in the power play and have capitalized on many of them. Just picked up here's the Barrett. A little bit of room out there, 4-on-4, and Barrett already got one tonight. Sends it in front to Owen Bell. He couldn't get a stick on that. And back the other way is Walters. Walters inside out, cuts to the net, couldn't get in front as Cooper McNeil's all over him. And now the Max are on the power play, and that's cleared out. There's Owen Chisholm will clear that out. Max will start over. That's Turner over to Krillman. Taking his time, checking his options. He's got Turner up on the far line. Krillman out over to Wagner. Wagner in over the Islanders line, and a shot, and it hits Stewart right in the face. That stunned Stewart. And here's Walters with a shot and a nice save by Stewart. He's down on the line, and the hands are going up. The puck's in the back of the net. But the whistle gone. Stewart with a nice last-ditch effort there. While laying on her back, was able to keep it out. Keep the deficit at 2. Be a face-off outside here. Rye Stewart looking confident, looking strong for the Islanders. Knew it was going to be a big year out of her this year. She's looked great so far. Definitely being tested. Had 35 saves last weekend. In the ballpark area of that many tonight as well. There's Foston. Over to Lindsay. Lindsay with a shot, and there's a save by Stewart. She'll grab that down to the air. 35 left to go. And the tripping call against the Islanders' Luke McCackern. Here's Hay now and Legier yet again. Legier back to Lindsay. He's got Foston with him. Legier now on the sideboards. Rubbed out by Callum Chisholm. Over to Foston. Foston now with a shot and a turn aside. That'll go over the glass by Rye Stewart. She got her paddle on that. Ryan Stewart making history this offseason, becoming the first female player to ever suit up for the Cape Breton Eagles in the QMJHL. Played in the, here's Legier now with a chance and a save by Stewart. And Lindsay pinches in. He finds Hines back in his position. And they switch there. Hines is open in the center ice. And that'll do it for the power play. We're back to 5 aside. Max couldn't capitalize on that opportunity. There's a good stick check from Legier. Here's Owen Bell now. Bell up, Lance Hooksource chips that out for the Islanders. And here's Campbell McIntyre. Down low, he's with Hooksource is with him. He's got Bell in front. And a hard pass there. Fooled Foston in front of his own net. That's sent around. Owen Chisholm picked it up in front of the Max bench. Here's Campbell McIntyre, finds Bell in front, but Bell's on his offhand. Couldn't get a shot off. Campbell McIntyre with a nice move at the blue line. 9 minutes remaining here in the third. Owen Bell down there, he's all alone. As Campbell McIntyre goes off for a change. AJ Boyd now. Here's Chisholm. Chisholm with the shot, and that goes off Lindsay's pad and goes side of the net. Chipped up to Hines. Callum Chisholm got a stick on that, and Sam Trenham will go back to pick it up. Trenham now swoops back around, taking his time, seeing what his options are. And there's Jack Kane. He's already got one. He's got 3 on the season so far. There's a puck and a good chance there, and there's the puck's loose. As Matt Delaney couldn't get a stick on it. And here's Luke McCacken. Callum Chisholm's open on the far wing. There's a shot, Cooper McNeil. Tries to get a shot off, but there was bodies in the way. And that goes over the blue line as Hayne couldn't hold on to that. And there's going to be a slash coming against Jack Hayne. Doesn't like that call, and the Max will go back to the power play. Yet another minor penalty against the Islanders. After playing discipline for the first half of the game, they find themselves in the box for the majority of the third period here when they're down by 2, only 8 minutes remaining. We'll see if the Max can increase their lead to 3, and there's a high stick. Sure, cut Carson McCacken in the throat. McCacken seems to be okay. I'll go back to 4 aside. Carson McCacken shakes that off. He's back out there. Take the face off here against Turner. McCacken pushed into the boards there by Turner, and here comes Turner. Turner with the 2-on-1. He's got Shearer with him. And no shot got off, but Ryan Stewart got a pad on it. Don't know if she's seen it or not, but it stayed out. Here's Turner. Here's Schlender. The shot off the paddle of Stewart. Here's Turner. He's got some room down low with a 4-on-4. Lots of room out there. And Carson McCacken could have got a stick on that. He had Barrett with him. Islanders look a little tired out there. Here's Wagner stepping into the play. He jumps down low. Here come the Islanders. Carson McCacken at the end of a long shift. He's got Cohen Pictou up in the rush with him. Nice move there by McCacken. Big hit there by Pictou down behind the net. Here's Schlender back the other way. He's got Foster with him, and a big hit there by Owen Chisholm. And here's Wagner in front, and a save by Stewart. Another nice stop by Ryan Stewart. Aggressive inner crease, but make yourself as big as possible. Obviously not the biggest goaltender in the league, but She plays like one. There's Wagner now with a shot on net. Owen Chisholm steps up into the play to lay him out. Little collision there between Sampson and Chisholm. Trent Stewart loses his footing and Walters gives him a shove. Here's Owen Chisholm, he's got lots of room. Sends it up to Sampson. Sampson over the red line, but Foston stops him there in his tracks. And here's Walters. Walters over the line. Down into the Islanders' end. Sampson came across the ice. Just missed a collision with him, and here's Trent Stewart. And that'll do it for the Islanders penalty. We'll have the power play for just about 7 or 8 seconds here. And now we're back to 4 aside. 5 aside, excuse me. Here's Campbell McIntyre stepping into the play. Broken up by Jack Kane. He runs into Foot. Foot gives Hayne a shove, and here's Owen Bell now in front, and Hayne over the post, and Bell finishes it off. Owen Bell with his first as an Islander. Off a nice aggressive play by Jack Hayne. That'll bring the Islanders within 1. With just under 5.5 minutes left here in the third period. Owen Bell picks up the rebound in the back of the net for his first. Now the Islanders are back within 1 with plenty of time to go. Despite the time spent in the box, the Islanders are keeping within reach of the Max. The Max, of course, with a shorthanded marker in the second period. Really changed the dynamic in the game for the second half of the game, but now the Islanders are showing they're not giving up without a fight. And here's McCacker now. He's got Stewart with him, couldn't get a shot off. And that'll be an icing against the Max, as Dooley couldn't get his stick on that one at center ice. We'll head it back down to the Max end. Top line back out there for the West. Hayne, Chisholm, and McIntyre with Trenham and Owen Chisholm on the back end. And that's won by the Islanders. Callum Chisholm will send that back to Trenham. There's Schlender for the Max. Nice move. Here's Callum Chisholm over the blue line. Chisholm sends it in front. McIntyre couldn't get a stick on that. He joins him in the corner as they fight along, and Creeling leaves with that. Owen Chisholm up in the rush. Sends it in front. Couldn't get a good shot off there. It was Callum Chisholm, and there's a weird bounce in front. Almost finds its way in the back of the net off a stick of a Max defenseman. And here's McIntyre now. Trying to find some sort of lane. And there's Bell back out there again. And back come the other way is Walters. And here's Walter, can't get a shot off, but it's back to Proctor, and Proctor with a shot, and it hits Rye Stewart's pad. She never seen it yet, but it back come the other way of the Islanders. Campbell Barrett. And that puck will go out over the glass. Everybody's fine. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the third period. An Owen Bell goal brings the Islanders within 1 of a face-off just outside of the Islanders' defensive zone. It'll be Walters up against Bell. Bell playing a good amount of minutes here in the third period, which resulted in his first as an Islander. In just his third game. And he takes one there off the cage. Walters will get that deep and go for a change. There's Ryan Stewart now, played over to Owen Chisholm. Owen Chisholm to Sampson. Sampson with a chip off the boards. Bell looking to get his long reach on that one. Here's Campbell Barrett. Barrett now, nice move. Lindsay stops him in his tracks. Here's Turner. Turner looking for a chip and chips off the glass, and Legier picks it up. Legier's already got two. Owen Chisholm over to meet him. Owen Chisholm taking a breather as we just come under the 3-minute mark. The Islanders get a change, and Jack Kane is off to the races, and that's tipped off of Carson McCacker, and there'll be no icing there. He's all over Wagner. And here's Trent Stewart, sends it in front, and Stewart, and a nice chance there by Hayne. It was saved by Mills. And there's Pictou and a nice tip. But it goes over the glass. Hayne tried to get a tip on it. That's how he scored his goal in the second period of a point shot tip. And the Islanders getting some good chances here late in the third. Trying to tie this up late. Here's Legier and Hayne now. Hayne's got McCackern and Stewart out there with him. Trent Stewart in the corner now. Here's Shearer for the max. Big hit there by Hayne. Cooper McNeil now. Chips it in. Blocked away by Nathan Mills. Here's Wagner. Wagner carries it out. The D-man up in the rush. Jumps that over to Marmaluk. Marmaluk, the shot, and hits the shin pad of an Islanders defender. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Owen Bell breaks that up. He's back out there, Bell. And here's Bell now. And there's going to be a penalty. Owen Bell with a nice play to draw a penalty. Shearer will go off for two, and now the Islanders will have a golden chance here. We'll go to the power play with 2 minutes to go. 1:48 on the clock. And the Islanders will go back to the power play. It's been a great third period for Owen Bell. Making things happen all over the ice. Drawing penalties and finding the back of the net. Now we'll get the Islanders' first power play unit out there. And the Islanders are going to call a timeout here with just 1:48 left. They got a full 2-minute power play. They'll remain on the power play if they do not score for the rest of the game. Coach Willie McDonald returning to the Islanders squad for the first time since winning the TELUS Cup in 2017. He was an assistant coach on that team behind head coach Kyle Duke McDonald, assistant coach Kyle Gillis. He's currently the general manager of the Pictou County Weeks Crushers in the Junior A League. We'll see what the Islanders can do here. We'll have 6 on the ice as the net's empty as Ryan Stewart heads off. And there's a win there by the Islanders. McCacker keeps it in, sends it over to Chisholm. Chisholm now with a shot on net and a tip, and there's a chance! And they can't find the back of the net. Multiple players had a stick on it with the net wide open, but it couldn't find the back of the net. That was a golden opportunity there for the Islanders. But Nathan Mills stands tall and keeps that one out. It's Hayne, McIntyre, McCacker, Carson McCacker, Owen Chisholm, and Trent Stewart out there, and Luke McCacker couldn't keep that one in. Keep in mind, it's a 2-man advantage here. That's the Islanders have their net empty. It's a 6-on-4. Not a whole lot of room to move around out there. Here's McIntyre. Here's Chisholm. Chisholm now over to McCackern. McCacker's got some room. He takes a shot. There's a chance. And McIntyre throws that on net. And there's Chisholm with a shot. Too many bodies in front. And that goes down the way. And that'll be Legier. Legier will get the hat trick. Luke Legier with the third of the game. After some great chances by the Islanders, the Max get their second shorthander of the game. Just over a minute remaining. The Islanders will remain on the power play for the remainder of the game. But now the deficit has been cut to 2. Increased to 2, I should say. And after a great last rush there by the Islanders, that might have been the nail in the coffin, courtesy of Luke Legier, his third of the season. Third of the game, excuse me.
Less than a minute remaining in the third period.
With 45 seconds to go here.
Halifax goals, scorer number 7,
McNeil
Luke Legier.
up to Bell.
By the goaltender, number 31 is Nathan Mills.
Here's Bell now, headmanning this attack. Over to Pictou. Pictou up high. He chips at him for himself. Hits his way down. He's 26 seconds remaining. A big hit there by Sampson. We'll send that in front. And that'll be chipped out. And there's a penalty coming here against the Max after something that happened behind the play. There's Cohen Pictou now with a nice shot. Carolyn Sampson with a shot on net and a big hit there by the Max. And Wagner will go off for interference. It'll be a 5-on-3 opportunity for just about 6 seconds. Carla Sampson will take this one against Tristan Turner. 6 seconds remaining. Win that back to Pictou. Pictou over to Cooper McNeil with a shot, and it's tipped, and that'll just about do it. The Halifax Max stay perfect on the season, extending their record to 3-0. The Islanders suffer their first loss of the season. Thank you for watching High Button Sports. We'll be back here tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. for another U18 matchup between these two teams. Thank you for watching, and we'll stick with us. We'll see you tomorrow.